Hey, what's happening YouTube? Rod J here. Take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by and check out another video. Going to take a look at another one from here in Cincinnati. Comes to us from Christian Moerlein. This is going to be the OTR Ale. This one is an English Pale Ale. Comes in at an ABV of 6% and 40 IBU. OTR is actually an area of Cincinnati, has a lot of German heritage through it, but also has a deep brewery history. So if you ever come to Cincinnati, you definitely want to check out the OTR area, or as we call it, Over the Rhine. Just like the other bottles, it does have some information on the label. Go ahead and give you that as well. Over the Rhine, you've made a discovery, a unique presentation of an early settler's ale from Cincinnati's Over the Rhine. In an era of limited refrigeration, the brewer was generous with hops for stability. A full malt body would balance the flavor. Today, 4 delicious malts combined with an infusion of fugal hops to make Moerlein OTR a crisp, quaffable ale. So there you go, a little bit of history on that as well. Still has some pretty neat artwork on there too, like you do with a lot of their bottles. So there it is. Let's go ahead and get it open and get it into the glass and see what it tastes like. So there we go. We go ahead and get it into the glass, and it poured out a pretty good size head. I would say about almost 2.5 finger head. Definitely a nice white, a nice off-white color, I guess you can say, on the head. Little bit of rockiness on it. When you take a look at the body, you do see a lot of clarity. I can see right through the computer, and you can see my head, which looks that much bigger through the glass. But you should be able to hopefully see some of those bubbles. Lots of lively, nice carbonation. When you get it to the light, has a nice golden, just about copper color. Really a pretty looking ale in how you would look at a pale ale. Just amazed at how clear the clarity actually is on this one. So no cloudiness at all. And with these ones, these are not bottle conditioned, I believe. So they just go right from brewery system to the bottles already filtered. So let's go ahead and get an aroma. So on the aroma, you do get that nice malty flavor that comes out. Some really good notes. Getting a lot of grain coming out from the malt aroma. A lot of sweetness, almost like a toffee sweetness coming out. Little caramel in the background. Almost has like a aroma of, I want to say like a sweet breakfast cereal. So definitely the grains are pushing forward on this one. There's almost also a hidden note from the grains where it almost has a hidden coffee note flavor in there as well. I do pick up a tinge of what I would consider to be the grounds from coffee, which is something you usually get on something like a stout, and with all the grains I guess they use, you do have some of that in here as well. But really a nice, pleasant smelling beer. Now you can check out the head, and we are down to less than pretty much half a finger. Go ahead and get the taste. Now on the taste, I do get the bitterness to the front of the tongue. As I mentioned, this one has 40 IBU. Bitterness does hang in there for a little bit. Even after you swallow, you still get a little bit of that tingling. Doesn't get up into the cheeks or down into the neck too much. Kind of just stays to the front of the mouth. You do get some nice flavor out of it. A nice good duration. Has a nice crispness on the back end where it breaks after you swallow. The texture is very nice on this one. I would say on the taste, it's not as much sweet. It's almost kind of like a type of saltiness with the taste as well, which is something I haven't had on a lot of other beers. But being a kind of that German thing, be a great beer, of course, to have with some pretzels or some German type food. But it does have like a saltiness as part of that flavor you pick up on your tongue, and that kind of sits to the middle to the front of the tongue is where I'm feeling that flavor at. But the beer itself actually does go down pretty easy, as you can see. There's some lacing on the glass as well. This one would be a nice one to have as a refresher also. I wouldn't say something like a lawnmower type beer, but for something where you just want to kick back and relax, I think this can be a nice one to fill in there, and it's not going to be too heavy like some of the IPAs or other stronger beers. As far as anything on the back end, not getting too much of an astringency, and it actually cleans up pretty smoothly. So all in all, not too bad of a beer. So again, this is the Moerlein OTR, and I have had this one previously, but it was a while ago, so I didn't remember as much from it. But it's not too bad of a beer. I think it's a solid offering. Definitely one to check out if you're a pale ale fan. If you're not a big fan of hops, this one isn't as hoppy to me, I think, on the taste, even though it has a 40 IBU, but you will have some of that hop kick on it. So maybe you want to just get like a taster if you want to try this out or so. But if you do like hops and you, like I said, you want something to just kick back and relax, I think this beer can actually do that for you. So for me, I'm going to actually rate this one out as being a pretty solid beer. Is the one I'm going to probably hunt down and chase around? Probably not as much, but I think it does deliver overall a nice quality beer. So I'm going to give this one actually a B-. I think there's some other ones I like more, especially with Moerlein, but not one I would actually turn away either. So there you have it, a B- on the Moerlein OTR Ale. If you've had this one before, let me know. Put some comments in the comments section. Let me know what you think about this beer. But I'm going to go ahead and finish knocking this out. Again, I appreciate you swinging by to check out another video. Hopefully, I'll see you on the next one as well. And of course, if you like what you saw, please remember to hit that like button. And if you want to subscribe, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. And I appreciate your time. So with that, I'm going to say cheers. Hopefully look forward to seeing you again in the near future. Keep drinking good craft beer. Cheers.